Hi, here I am again, behind my apartment building with my scooter, which has been severely damaged by my neighbors who have been harassing me and tormenting me. They have sabotaged, harassed me about this scooter. They have moved it repeatedly and been writing letters and all sorts of things about my scooter, and also about the parking space which they had confiscated. They had confiscated the scooter. They had confiscated the parking space, if you can believe this. And this is a white racist building that I live in, where the people constantly torment me. I mean, it looks like a ghetto. In America, this would be like a ghetto. But they think they're so wonderful that they can torment me. And the people who had confiscated my scooter, they had some kind of van where the shine on the paint had all been worn off. And they basically think that because you're a black woman, they can do anything to you, and that's why they've been sexually harassing me and tormenting me. So they just confiscated my space, and they said, well, this is our space. And they left a note saying, well, as per our agreement, thank you for the parking space. That's the boldness of this evil racism that I'm living with, and that's why I'm starting to make it public. It's 6 years late. I should have made it public years ago, how these white racists in France are tormenting me. And that van that was here, as you can see, it caved out and they had to throw it away. And that's what happens when, look at this horrible building. It's right next to an empty lot, and I'm the only black person living here, but they, and this is a sort of racism that you will find in France. The sort of racism that only the very sickest of Americans ever show anymore, although I hear that it's on the rise. So you can see that this building, which even has some kind of business in it, this is the building that these people have been harassing me and tormenting me and kicking my door in. And I'll show you, they break through my window, they just open the window because I live on the first floor. They come busting in my door. A man kicked in my door. And this is how they treat Americans. This is how they treat black people. This is how they treat black women. It's hate, hate, hate. And I also want to show you something else because I was going out. But I want to show you how, this is the fancy door that they put in. So it was so kind of fancy, and I want to show you that they put these evil statements up just for me. Just for me. They put statements up and telling me that things that you don't even hear in a civilized place like America, Norway, Sweden, that I have to respect them. You've got to learn to respect us, says this white man to me. When he's talking to my husband, who I'm not with anymore, but who happens to be white, he's like, oh, call me Ed. But when he says to me, he talks to me, he said, you don't have to call me Mister. This is the evil racism. And when anyone comes to visit me, they get interrogated by these sex fiends who keep coming to my door to rape me. And I'm putting this on record because if anything happens to me, then I want proof. And I'll put this on Twitter and I'll put it on YouTube, that really sick and evil rapist type of racists live in France, that even in America, the white men hate you too much to envision sex with you. But these people, they have a sex kind of hate where they hate you and they think that they can rape you. So that's why so many of them came to my door repeatedly, kicking on my door, even after the door was damaged, banging the door down. The police do not help you because what is a black woman? They don't care. No black woman and no Arab woman can ever get justice in this country. Once you live in a racist neighborhood, and this is what this is a racist neighborhood. I'll explain it another time. But once you live in a racist neighborhood, then you're pretty much without any kind of police protection. All the whites will really turn against you. No woman will help you. And I want to repeat this. Every single woman who's seen me, like I'm some great beauty or whatever, every single woman has acted like I'm some horrible whore. No female solidarity. So I just want you to know what kind of real situation goes on here in France. And if you can see your way, please send a donation to help me, if possible, move out of my apartment building and possibly even relocate entirely, coming back to America. Thank you very much. Goodbye.